memainkan peranan penting dalam mengubah one tech menjadi kedua perabot buatan tempatan yang mampan. Juga dikenali sebagai Harith Green Carpenter atau HGC, beliau komited untuk meningkatkan kesedaran di kalangan masyarakat tempatan mengenai kepentingan sumber bahan mentah yang lestari yang menyebut inisiatif ESG. Tanpa melengahkan masa, dipersilakan Encik Harith Ridzuan yang akan membentangkan tajuk Experience in Developing Sustainability Practices. Dengan segala hormatnya dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat tengah hari. Semua macam lemau je ni. Okay. Apa kata kita bangun sekejap? Bangunlah. Come on. Dan habis ni, sikit lagi, 14. Kita bangun. Bangun. Jom. Bangun je. Sekejap je. And then just stretch je. Stretch. Come on. Dah nak habis dah ni. Saya lepas tu ada lagi satu, lepas tu habis. Okay, so saya nak cerita lah sikit. I'll tell a story. Sekarang dah boleh duduk lah. Tak cil lah korang duduk. Okay, tak apa. So, dia tak ada? Tak boleh. Okay, so hello everyone, I'm Harith. I'm also known as the Green Carpenter. And the story started 27 years ago. So this is when I'm 11. So during that time, when school holiday, my parents will send me to our factory. So I work during school holiday. At that time, it wasn't really that fun lah. But I grew up in the industry and I was exposed to it at a very early age. So I will go to the factory and work every year until I finish my study. And 2008, I came back to Malaysia and joined the family business. So that is when I started to look into the more about the industry lah. So we manage project big and small. We are one of the supplier for the government for the school furniture. We also do interior work for we are G7 contractors, so we do large scale interior project like renovation of 20-story floors, 100 room and those kind of thing. We are also not just involved in making timber products, we make everything. We do like carpeting, wall paneling, marble, granite, electrical, IT, basically everything. So that is what we have been doing all these years. And we now do interiors for hotel, offices, and a lot of different kind of building as well. So 2008, I joined the family business and I do all these things. And then that is when I learned more about the industry. So as you guys know, Malaysia is one of the largest exporter of wood product in the world. Malaysian export to more than 160 countries. So our timber industry is big and there's a lot of support from the government as well. But what I noticed is we create a lot of waste. So in operation-wise, production, manufacturing, you can see a lot of off-cuts, a lot of sawdust that are being thrown away. We don't really care where the material comes from as long as it meets with the spec and it's cheap enough, then we'll use. And like us, we renovate large projects. So imagine if you renovate 20-story floor, imagine how many tong sampah we have to, the skip kan, the tong besar tu we have to throw away. So we create a lot of waste. And that doesn't really jive well with who I am lah. So, and the last straw was in 2012, where I come across the statistic that Malaysia has the highest rate of deforestation in the world. And that kind of like hit me a little bit deeper because my industry relate directly with the forestry. So then I decided if I want to continue the business, I need to make it more sustainable. And that is when we decided to go into a greener direction, and we adopt the motto saving the world one piece at a time, where we want to ensure everything that we do, no matter how small, contributes to making the world better. So how we do it? How do we do? Okay. So what we did is we take the circular approach and put it in the business. So we put sustainability in the middle of the company. So we not only look at the material, we look at the glue that we use, the coating, the packaging, the design, and we try to make each process greener. And we also work a lot with stakeholders as well, which include the government, the ministry, media, and also the public in terms of getting more buy-in for sustainability. So these are some of the things that we do. We use a lot of recycled timber in our operation. We make things that are being thrown away into something that people want. I used to do a lot of those hipster cafes. So that is when I started the journey in terms of recycled timber. We also look into our waste. A lot of the time, manufacturers will throw away these offcuts. I'm sure most of you know that as well. But what we did is we tried to find ways to use the material. So just to share with you the phone stand that we have here, this is one of our zero waste story or success where we managed to reduce our waste and create new revenue source. This is now actually one of our best sellers. We sold thousands of it for Sandabi, Coca-Cola, and those kind of clients. We also work with other type of material, not just timber. This is recycled plastic. These are your shampoo bottles, your whatever bottles lah. So we make it into trophies, into furniture. We also work with recycled fabric. So this is like fabric being thrown away. So we make patterns out of it and it becomes an art piece. We also look into other elements of sustainability, like cultural preservation. When I start, this is like, I don't know, more than 12 years ago, I went to the museum and I saw that we have a lot of beautiful cultural stuff. But I never saw this outside of the museum. So that's why I thought that I didn't learn our design or culture in school. So if I don't do anything, my children also would know what our culture and design are. So that's why we now tell stories and through our design. For example, if you see the left side, so this is actually gambus. Gambus, it doesn't originate from Malaysia, it's from Yemen. But because it's have been embedded in our culture, it's become one of our traditional instruments as well. So we had a collection that follows the shapes of the gambus. And the recent one, this is another story where we all know that the Malays, we used to have, we used to be seafarers. We have a huge boat industry, but after generation and generation, not a lot of young people wanted to be in the business. So now our industry is almost non-existent. So this is one of the attribute. We took the shape of the boat and make it our product. So not only we tell story to our customer, which are mostly foreigners, but also it gives an opportunity for the next generation to learn about our culture as well. So when we talk about sustainability, ESG, and all these things, it involves a lot of different components. The process is one thing, the material and all that are one thing, but one of the important thing are the stakeholders. And for us, one of the things that we work a lot is our community and education. So we have a funnel. We train a lot of students. We have interns. We train 10 to 12 interns every 6 months. We have apprentice. Right now, we have been supported by Yayasan Pranjubung Putra to train 40 apprentices. Right now, we have trained more than 20 plus apprentices. We also have specialist program. So the development or getting young people into industry is very important for us, and this is one of the way we do it as well. This is the element of ESG. So we've been doing it for more than 11 years right now. Our products include furniture, homeware, and gifts. We've sent our products to more than 20 countries. In 2018, we got our PFC certification. So PFC, I think most of you guys know, but I'll explain. So PFC, and then at the same year, 2018, we got the Good Design Award. So this is a Japanese award, guys, from Japan. So they came to the factory, audit the factory and products. We are one of the winners. So our first international award. So what we're doing is something quite unique. So we got featured in a lot of TV, radio, magazine. And these are all free coverage. So we are quite lucky to get that. Because if you want to spend money to be there, it will cost a lot. But we are lucky to get that coverage. And this helps us in building our brand. So right now we are proud to work with brands such as Coca-Cola, Ferrari, Rolls-Royce, to name a few. So this is one of our brand. This is our main brand, the Green Factory. So we focus a lot on furniture and education stuff. Dapo is our homeware and gift brand. This is right now moving quite fast, especially corporate gifting. And we also have a fashion accessory brand. So this is where when we have the smallest of cuts, we make it into earrings, buttons, and those kind of things. Just to share with you, our revenue for green products last year have increased almost 6 times. And a lot of it contributes from our green interior projects. So this is, for example, Menate. Who knows Menate? Who knows? If you don't know, they are a steakhouse that sell expensive steak. So we make all the furniture and interior sustainable and certified. We also work with Jomcha. Jomcha is under Farm Fresh, the milk company. So we make all the kiosks and all that. And those are all made from sustainable sources. There's a lot of things that contributes to our success. Our key management, most of us have been in the industry for more than 10 years. And we also have a group of early investors. We have Mr. Matthias, he's a activist and business person. He used to be based in Malaysia. And but now he's in Philippines as the ESG advisor for the Philippine Stock Exchange. I also have Tengku Zain of the Negeri Sembilan Royalty as part of our early investor. Bcash VC in Malaysia. Bron Balare is also our investor, and Mr. Yong. So Mr. Yong is the former CEO of MTCC. After he stepped down, he invested in us to be part of the Green Factory as well. So I have a lot of support from early investors and also the key management team. But my secret sauce is actually the community that we have developed these past few years. We heard that young people don't want to enter the industry, right? But actually we've proven otherwise. When we moved to the new factory in Ampang in 2017, we want to focus more on local talent. So now we have around 40, 46, 45, something like that. 90% are local, 80% is below 35. And most of them have diploma and above, so it's an educated workforce. And these are not just your ordinary kids. We have Dean's List kids, we have engineers, we have master, and we have award-winning designer working with us. So we don't pay the most, I tell you now, but we manage to attract and maintain them. So younger generation do want to work in the industry if you prepare the place, the business, and also having a purpose. So if you are looking to get the younger generation to come into the industry, you have to make sure that you make it suitable or interesting enough for them to be part of the industry. So what I found after few years, it started off as wanting to save the environment because I don't like the way how we operate. So I wanted to change things. But after a few years of doing this, what I noticed is there's a lot of benefit of having sustainability in the middle of the company. One, we reduce our costs, we improve our margin, we create new revenue sources, and right now we're getting a lot of talents that want to work with us and investors want to be part of us. So suddenly sustainability become a competitive advantage for us. So that is why right now I'm doing a lot of activism to help more companies to adopt sustainability and as well as fundraising. Because right now our issue is not really sale. Our issue is actually capacity. We have been in capacity for quite some time. So that's why we want to increase our operation and market reach. So we now are fundraising for another round. Last time, 2019, we raised 3 million ringgit, and right now we are raising 5 million ringgit. So this is for the investors under ECF. So right now, the first round, I met around 400 to 500 investors. A lot of them, they want to be part of it, but at that time, the initial to enter the government is like 50 to 100K. So I decided this round, I want it to be a community round. So I want to give opportunities to my supporters, people who believe in sustainability, and also um, people that want to be part of the journey. So we are now offering, you can be part of the business or invest in the company just from 250 ringgit. So 250 ringgit, you can be part of the company. Sorry. So this is what I'm offering to you guys as well. If you want to be part of us, you want to be invest in a greener future and take advantage of the big market, do be part of us and help me in terms of moving the industry towards a greener way and also helping Malaysia to be a greener nation. So that is the end of my story.